We're the PAC Leads, and this is the PAC Project.
My name is Mo and I'm a PAC lead.
I'm Kaimani and I'm a PAC lead.
Hi, I'm Elsie and I'm a PAC lead.
So my name is Sarah and I'm a PAC lead.
So my name is Mohammed Gezbis and I'm a PAC lead.
Hello, I'm Anika and I'm one of the PAC leads.
My name is Levi Knight and I'm the Youth Action Lead at Young Leicestershire. And my job is to support the PAC leads during the project with their research, social action, whatever they need to be successful.
We've just completed our first research project and we're going to be discussing the findings. The first research project aimed to improve young people's experiences with policing and to improve that trust and communication.
We did that through interviews, workshops.
We created some activities for the workshops and interviews, and both of them were very interactive.
The interviews go in more depth than the workshops. The workshops is like general people, but the interviews, you speak to them directly.
Within the project, there was key findings.
One part that really did surprise me is how people, their trust isn't completely broken. They do believe that the police are capable of doing things, but it's rather that they don't think that they're that reliable. They trust other sources a lot more.
Police judging young people by their appearance, so like what they're wearing, what race they are, what area they're from. I think that was the main thing that I had in quite a lot of the interviews and research that I did.
The young people feel neglected by the police. So they felt neglected, so no young people went to the police about serious stuff, they just took it into their own matters.
I would highlight on my last interview where I interviewed someone who's actually been to jail, and he showed me that his experience with the police didn't really change. It's still quite a negative experience and a negative outlook on the police, and I got through that information by telling him my own experiences, which are pretty similar to his.
But a lot of young people, they thought that the police just wouldn't do anything.
In areas where quite a few crimes happen, there were a lot of police there, and that caused like all the normal people to be on edge and to be wary of the police, like what are they doing here, stuff like that. It impacted the trust in police because like the people weren't getting told why they were there, and so they're just on edge.
Most of the young people I interviewed had an issue with talking to the police in the public. You know, they feel like if a mate or someone that knows them saw them talking to the police, they're gonna be seen as like a snitch, snake, whatever. So they'd avoid talking in the public to the police.
From doing this research, I've heard a lot of stories that have actually stuck with me, what young people in Leicester and Leicestershire are actually going through with the police.
I think when I got to talking with people that are a bit older, like late teens, I realized they were more talking about the negatives of police and how the police did something bad to them when they were younger, or basically they talk about the negatives, where the younger ones they talk about the positives. I think they're a bit scared to open up. So as you go older, as you do workshops with older people, they're more expressive.
Improve education and awareness about policing.
Increase positive engagement with young people.
Improve police communication with young people.
Improve police training and understanding of young people.
Improve diversity of the police.
I think the thing that I've enjoyed most is meeting so many new people. Got to make so many more connections with people that I never thought that I'd meet before. And I think that's my favourite thing about the project.
Any challenges?
One of my colleagues over there laughing. No challenges, really. It's like smooth sailing, you know, just going along with it. Yeah, genuinely.
Love that.
It's actually enjoyable. Like, I'm not scared to do any of it. Yeah, for the first time, I actually feel comfortable talking to people that I don't know.
It went way better than anticipated, I won't lie. Even, especially interviews, I got to interview some of my friends and they told me stuff that I didn't believe they would tell me.
I think generally it's been really amazing. I think at first I was quite nervous with every youth centre that we were visiting, every new face that we were seeing. It was quite nerve-wracking being able to talk to different people. But I guess throughout, we've definitely improved. A lot of that confidence was built. It was like second nature, just talking to people, getting to know them. And like the moment I was doing interviews, it was like flow state.
I think the only thing I found difficult was the coding and analysis of the interviews. It was really hard. I was getting so frustrated because like I literally took a whole day out like just to do that. And I was trying to explain it to my parents, like this is what I have to do. And they're just like, this sounds too complicated.
My biggest surprise was how the PAC leads approached the project and how much they've developed from day one to where they are now. When I met them on day one, some of them hadn't worked a job before. This is like their first real job. So to see where they are now, they've really come on far by attending certain things outside of PAC. They've been to fundraiser events, the Young Leicestershire AGM, they've been to VRN summits. Like they've done a lot of things outside of what they would have done 7-8 months ago, to where they're just developing so nicely, and I can't wait to see where they are at the end of the project. No, I am. I'm very proud of them. Very, very proud, because although we're working for the project, we're setting them up for life as well. And I think we're putting them in a good place to go and progress and conquer the world. And that's my whole thing. As a youth worker, my whole thing is young people succeeding and being the best they can be regardless of circumstances.
Since being a PAC lead, I'd say my views on the police have changed on a good day, but haven't changed on a bad day. I can say they have changed in a good way, as I did have an experience with the police and it opened my eyes to show them it's not always when you do wrong, you're in trouble. Because I felt like when I did wrong on that occasion, the experience was a lot better than the ones I've had before. So I would say I'm a bit 60-40 with them now. Before it was about 70-30.
So obviously I lost a good childhood friend to knife crime, and before that I was like, no, the police are this, the police are that. But my view on the police, obviously my friend got murdered, and I kind of thank the police for what they did for him. But I was still a bit 50-50 on the police. But now, towards this day, seeing everybody else's point of view on the police, it's making me think that there actually needs to be a change. It can't just keep rolling the way that it's rolling.
So our next step is that we're gonna present our findings to the police headquarters.
With our findings, we'll be presenting them to the top of the food chain, really, in the police service. So then we'll be recruiting our change makers who will help us put together our social action project.
We don't know what the social action looks like just yet. That will be decided with the recruited change makers from our findings.
I think I'm really excited about the social action, getting the change makers on, and I think leading them will be really interesting, because it's like not something that we've done before. We've only worked as our little group, and I feel like it took us time to get used to each other already. So now to have new people come in, I feel like it'll be interesting to see how we all work together to do the social action.
I do feel very positive. I won't lie. I feel like we haven't had this in Leicester before, and it was needed. I feel like it did come a bit too late, if I'm being honest, but I'm very enthusiastic.
So we've completed research with organisations in the east and the west of Leicester, young people we've spoken to, and I just want to give a massive thank you to the organisations that have made that happen. But there's been a real push from some of our stakeholders and partners to help us get this research done. So I just want to give a massive thank you, and we'll be working with you again in the near future.
If you want to learn more about what we did, go to our PAC website.